Well, I say this every year. I mean, every year I'm like, how do we beat this year? And then here we are in 2024. You know, we just did all the things that you just mentioned, and we're going into 25. How do we beat 24? It's just we always figure out a way. We always seem to do it.
We always seem to do it. We always seem to do it.
I don't know, man. UFC 312's tomorrow, I guess. Keelan Salkild versus Anshel Jubli. I'll take Salkild. I'm not explaining myself because I don't need to. Confidence rating, I guess. Jubli sucks. Jubli, however you want to say it. He's not good. On to the next. Jonathan Mikulev versus Kevin Jousset. I'm going to take Kevin Jousset. Shocker. Wow. Holy shit. Hold on to your fucking hats, right? Confidence, 5 out of 10. Rongju versus Cody Steele. Rongju is not a good prospect. He's had a lot of chances. He fucking sucks. I'll take Cody Steele. 5 out of 10. Who cares? On to the next one. This is actually not a bad fight. This is like the first interesting fight that I'm interested in. Colby Thickness. I spelled his name wrong too. Perfect. I'm gonna take the Topuria brother. If you look at Alexander, is it Alexander? Is it Alexandre? I don't know. If you look at Topuria's record, the one loss he has on his record is to someone who had a huge size advantage over him. Some guy who's like it looked like he was like on every steroid under the sun. He took like a 5-year break after that, and then he just rolled through everybody else. People would make fun of him because the records of the guys that he's fought haven't been very good, but he's steamrolled all of them, to be fair. Like, it hasn't been something where like, oh, he's fighting like cans and he's like going tit for tat with them. No. Like, he's literally doing whatever the fuck he wants to these guys. The only time that we've seen Topuria struggle is against a guy who has kind of a size advantage against him and is more physically imposing. Look at these two guys, you know? Like, Thickness has mixed in takedowns before, but Topuria has the same wrestling background as his brother, Ilya, so I don't really hold much value to the kind of grappling exchanges because I think Topuria I think he'll probably be the better grappler in this matchup. I think minus 375 might be a little bit crazy, but we'll see, I guess. First fun fight on the card. Took a little while, but 6 out of 10 because who knows? Next up, Wang Kong versus Bruno Silva. This is kind of a hard fight to judge. Wang Kong, we saw in her last fight, didn't she get like subbed? She was just getting like the absolute shit kicked out of her. She was supposed to be the next. For those who don't know, this is like the Joker chick who like holds the gun and like she thinks she's cool or something. I don't know. There was a little bit of hype behind her. Hype train got fucking shut off. I am going to take Wang Kong. This is kind of a weird fight again. Women's divisions are always a little bit harder for me. I'll take Wang Kong 5 out of 10. A lot. The majority of this card, this entire card actually, it's just prospects. It's just prospects. I'll mention something at the end when we get there, but yeah, it's just prospects. So not a good card to be betting on, to be honest with you. Tom Nolan versus Vyacheslav Borishev, also actually a pretty good fight. Not to the casual fan because they probably don't know who either of these guys are. Tom Nolan's a pretty physically imposing dude for the division, obviously. I mean, he's 6'2". I'm going to take Tom Nolan, even though Borishev is, I think he's actually really good. But I'm going to take Tom Nolan, and I'm not crazy confident because I think that the only way that he does get it done is by early finish. Borishev leaves openings. And when he fought Hooper knocked him down like with an overhand. Like it looked kind of like a fluky overhand, but he leaves openings, and Tom Nolan's kind of a sniper. He's bigger. He's very aggressive early. What is that tattoo? Is that a steam train? What the hell? What am I? Anyways, I'll take Tom Nolan. This will actually be a pretty fun fight to watch. If Tom Nolan doesn't get it done, it should be... it'll probably go to a decision, and Borishev will get it done. Because I don't see Tom Nolan... I see him progressing. As the fight progresses, I see him getting worse. Maybe not getting worse, but Borishev getting better. On up the card, Jack Jenkins, Gabriel Santos. Gabriel Santos, I think he's the favorite. I'm taking Jack Jenkins. I rate him pretty highly. Gabriel Santos, I think in his debut, he looked really good. Jack Jenkins gives me... he's very complete. He can do everything very, very well. I think he's one of the better prospects on the... and so is Gabriel Santos, though. This is a hard fight to pick. I'm going to take Jack Jenkins. Minus 225 is... I see this fight being pretty close, to be honest. Do not bet on this fight. This is the main card. This is what we're opening the main card with. Jake Matthews, Francisco Prado. I'll take Jake Matthews. He's more technical. Francisco Prado doesn't have finishing ability. Should stay standing. Jake Matthews in his home spot, I guess. Cool tattoos, both of them, I guess. It's the main card. This is the main card of pay-per-view. Jimmy Crute and Rodolfo Bellato. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I don't know what we did to deserve this. Jimmy Crute is a good grappler. On the feet, he looks like he has like Down syndrome or something, or like a serious medical condition. Like it looks like he's like walking on Legos or something. Like it's just looks bad. So Rodolfo will probably finish him in the first or second round. On to the next. This is the featured fight of the main card. Justin Tafa versus Talison Teixeira. I'll take Talison Teixeira. I think the Tafa brothers are fucking terrible. I think they're really bad. Teixeira I've watched a couple fights. I watched his Contender Series fight. I wasn't impressed. He's just tall. He's like a heavyweight sniper, but like not a good one. Awful tattoos. I don't know why I'm so like hung up on the tattoos right now, but Jesus Christ, like what the hell's going on? I'll take Teixeira. Tafa's been KO'd before, and he's pretty short in this matchup. Teixeira's not in the testing pool. It's his debut, so he could just be completely juiced to the gills, and we have no idea. You would assume he's not, because, you know, you look at him and he looks like a prepubescent teen. On to the co-main. Weili Zhang versus Tatiana Suarez. This is the first fight with a ranked person. First fight. And it's the co-main event. The first ranked fighter, and it's a championship fight. How that happens, I have no idea. I'm gonna take Tatiana Suarez. I'm only doing this video, by the way, because I would like to look back and see that I've broken down every single card for however many years or whatever. I'm gonna take Tatiana Suarez. I'm decently confident, I guess. Weili Zhang has been slowing down from my estimation. She's not as active. I got the flag wrong too. She's not Australian. She's from China. Obviously, I'll take Tatiana Suarez. I think she's a better grappler. I think that Weili, when Weili went back and fought in the second Rose fight, she was getting held down. She's not as dominant as she used to be. She doesn't have as much finishing ability anymore. Yeah, man. Sure. I'll go with Tatiana Suarez. And then, we've got this. Strickland versus Du Plessis. In the first fight, I had it scored for Strickland. The fact that it went to Dricus does not bother me. I think that's completely fine. I see this being a repeat of the last fight. I see it being the exact same. I don't see a finish. I don't see a finish. I see this going to a decision. I see it being close but boring, like the first fight. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that Strickland, if he didn't get cut open in the last fight, he was going to win. Oh, that cut's not going to open up this time, and Strickland's going to get him. It's scar tissue, dumbass. It'll open easier this time. Like, are you stupid? Like, that's how it works. Like, why do you think Nate Diaz gets bloodied up every fight? Because he got cut open, and then it gets cut open again, because it's easier to cut open. It's the whole fucking point. I'll take Du Plessis, man. There won't be a finish. If there is, somehow, some way, it'll be by, like, some boring, like, Strickland's mounted and Dricus is just like landing short little hooks while he's postured up and like, oh wow, and still, who cares? Or like Strickland will get tired through like a grapple exchange and they'll go down and Dricus somehow gets like a rear naked choke or something. Like, I don't care is what I'm trying to say. Sean is probably going into this with a lot of hard feelings, and Dricus probably is not. I think that plays into Dricus' favor. Dricus is the best shit fighter we've probably ever seen. He's terrible, but he beats everybody. Why would that stop now? You know, he's younger, he's physically imposing. I don't know, man. I don't care. I'm doing this video just because I want to get a streak going. I don't care, man. I don't care. I've been watching the UFC religiously for a long time now, and this is probably the worst pay-per-view that I've ever seen in my entire life. Ever, like, at least since I started watching, this is the worst. There's not a single ranked fight. Let me do the math on this, by the way. There's 11 total weight classes between men and women. 15 total ranked contenders per weight division. That's 165 possible ranked fighters that they could have put on this, and they put 2, discluding the champions, obviously. 165. We went 2 for 165 on a pay-per-view event in Sydney, Australia. I think it's in Sydney. I don't care where it is, to be honest. It's in Australia. I don't know. Yeah, man. Just a few buttons down there. You can click them. I have lots of better videos you guys could be checking out. Go check those out. Do me a solid. Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. See you in the next one.